Hello.
First of all, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And you're probably like gotten this question a couple of times, more than a couple actually. But like you're a new band for South America, kinda, because you're pretty well known like around the world. But why the name Wallows? Like, how did you came up with that name?
Well, we've all been playing together for a really long time, since we were kids. So we've gone through a bunch of different versions of pretty bad band names.
Yeah.
No,
For
not
example?
bad. Yeah, regrettable band names.
Yes.
But
Can you say like a couple?
we were called The Fever.
Woo!
The Fever.
Yeah, which is honestly would have made sense during.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that.
And then the Beaver.
The Fever. Yeah, that's how far we'll go. But yeah, we were The Fever, and we were other names and whatever. But over time, I think we just wanted to sort of separate ourselves from names that we used to. Yeah, separate ourselves from ourselves. We just those band names. The old ones felt like, I don't know, we were still kids or something. So Wallows was us trying to sort of, just start over and, present ourselves as like more mature with the new songs and whatnot. But the actual name is a skate spot in Hawaii that a lot of famous skaters go to. And Braden found it in a Tony Hawk video game. So that's, I think, how it started.
Okay, and you say you've been in a band, like you've been in the band since you were kids. I read about it. And how would you say it affected you, as in like your friends? You got a friendship before the band. Like, how hard is it is to keep the friendship and the work together, like at the same level?
I mean, it's interesting because one of the things that Braden and I bonded over, I feel like in the beginning when we became friends, was our love of like, at the time it was like classic rock. We both had, because our dads were both musicians growing up and played in a lot of like cover bands and stuff. And so we each separately just sort of grew up around like just our dads playing that kind of music all the time. And so when we met, we had that bond. So it was always sort of like a dream, like a pipe dream sort of from the get-go about like being in a band one day. And Braden had all these like fake album ideas of when he wanted to start a band called The Fever and all this stuff. And then, so it was always sort of this like little goal of ours from the beginning. So it never really got in the way of anything because it was one of the things that made us friends in the first place, I feel.
And of course, like in the path, in the way, you've learned more than a couple actually, maybe things. What would you tell to your 4 years ago self, like before starting to actually work for real, like in the band? Like, what advice would you give? Maybe change anything you've done?
I wouldn't change anything we've done. I mean, of course, there's things that you always want to do differently on a really like microscopic level. Like, there's little things that I would change, of course, but I think or things that you would have done a little differently. But with where we're at right now, I wouldn't want it to be any different. Like I think everything happened the way it was supposed to, and I think I would have said like to our 4 years selves. No, 4 years ago, man, I would have said like, be Wallows, don't be called Hidden Couch or something. Like, make sure you call yourselves Wallows and not your other band.
Yeah, like do exactly what you were gonna do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Or if I could talk to my 4-year-old self, I would tell myself to take piano lessons.
Yes.
Because if I could rip piano right now, I'd be a much happier guy.
Oh, okay. Well, it's never too late, so you can like.
Never too late. That's right.
Yeah. Right. Okay. The other question that we're all wondering, like in every level, is how has this pandemic affected like the way you work? Has it actually, like maybe isolation and lockdown helped you to come up with new music, or maybe the live shows is like a totally different thing. Like, how has this pandemic affected the way you work?
It sort of helped us be even more productive, I'd say. Like, we're going to end up having more music in the canon ready to put out than we would have otherwise, because we were supposed to just be touring this year, strictly. We're going to put out maybe like a couple songs, but we have more music to put out now, which overall is best and it's great, and we're really excited about it. So until we can go back to touring, I think we're just going to keep trying to just churn out as much music as we can.
Yeah, and we have new music coming out soon.
Very soon.
And all of it was made apart from each other. Like, besides aside from a couple parts in the songs, I'm not going to be too specific, but besides a couple parts, like all of it is, there's certain songs that we didn't see each other a single time during the creation of.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting. And we're lucky to have worked with our friends, our producer friends, Sachi and John. What's up, Sachi and John? They're so talented, but we were just emailing files between the five of us, which is interesting. Very interesting.
Right. Have you tried to write songs, like do some songwriting on video calls and stuff like that?
We tried once.
Yeah, we did try.
That was a disaster.
It doesn't
Really?
work for us.
Yeah, video calls is a weird one.
Yeah.
It works for some people really well, but for us, we tried it. And we're just like, we'd end up talking the whole time, and then be like, well, didn't come up with
Right.
anything.
Okay, so you also got now a virtual world tour. You had like 4 dates. There are 2 left, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Okay, so what's the catch for this virtual shows? Because they have to be like kind of different, so like people can go and make it feel live, right? Because it's still gonna be different. Like, I think you have different set lists for each one.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I think like because we were supposed to tour around the world this year and go to so many places like South America where we've never been before, and we just wanted to give the opportunity to people that were going to see us and haven't ever had the chance to because we've never been to where they live, like the chance to see like something that felt really true to an actual Wallows show, and also people who have come to our shows who just want to experience it again or whatever. So we wanted to give everyone an opportunity to do that, but yeah, I mean, like if we're gonna do multiple shows, of course we want to like make them different, especially if people want to come, like want to buy tickets to all of them. We want to make sure that it's a different experience. So like, you know, like one, I feel like our fans might think it's cool if they got to see us watch our entire album front to back, and then
Right.
one set should be let the people vote like what the songs they want to see us play most, and then I'd say the next one is the truest like Wallows show set list. Like if you were gonna see us live, the next set is probably closest to like what that would be if you were gonna actually see us, and then the last one is sort of I'd say is pretty good for like our OG fans, like people that have been there, like our more like really close-knit fans. I think they like that one the most. I'd say.
Right. And did you feel like you've already done 2 of these shows? Did you feel like kind of awkward, the absence of a real crowd? Like, you know, no screaming, no yelling, you know. Did you feel uncomfortable? Kind of. I don't know if uncomfortable is the word, but it
Right.
feels different, right? It has to.
Yes, it was a little different. I think we did 4 sets, so the first one felt the most awkward, but then like coming back to do the rest, I think we just like, you know, shook the dust off and it became a little better because we had a little more fun with it, and I think
Right.
I don't know, it became easier after we'd already done it one time. The first one is, you can even tell when you watch the show that we were maybe more nervous relative to the other ones. We loosened up, yeah.
Okay, now when things go back to normal, let's hope soon. Where would you like to play? Like, where are you dying to go? You've never been before.
Gosh.
We're looking forward to playing those ones.
Yeah, like where? I mean, South America.
South America.
We were supposed to debut
Yeah.
OK in South America. Like
Yeah.
that was going to be the first time we ever played it live, but then it turns out that we had to do that virtually.
Yeah, you were gonna go to Lollapalooza, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I was going there actually, so I was going to see you guys for the first time.
Well, hopefully they'll keep us in the lineup when it actually happens again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really hope it's gonna be soon enough. But yeah, like you've done Coachella. How did you feel about that? Because that's a big festival, like really well known.
Yeah.
What could?
Like, what's your favorite part about a festival?
Well, oh man, I mean, well, we love playing festivals because we have like, we've definitely gotten like, we've made a lot more friends in the music industry over the last couple of years, and I feel like it's just fun because chances are we'll know at least a few people there that are playing, so you can go and hang out with people you don't normally get to see, because we have a lot of friends in music that live across the country, across the world, so it's nice to be able to like connect in person. And also just to see acts that we're excited to see. Like some of our favorite experiences I feel like have been at music festivals, especially abroad. Like those are just so fun. But Coachella in particular though, like that's a festival that we have been going to because it's in California. It's only a few hours from where we live. Like we go every year when we can, just for fun. And so to be able to play, like we've always had a dream of playing Coachella. Like that's always was like the goal. So when we got asked to play Coachella, it's actually it's crazy. We were very excited. But the thing is though, that was the first show of the entire Nothing Happens tour. So it was our first time playing most of those songs live, like every single song except Are You Bored, because we played that like on TV or whatever. But like that was our first time playing those songs live, which was really stressful because it's like we're debuting these songs at Coachella for our first time, and it's the first show of tour. Like I really wish it could have been swapped because we got way better over the course of the tour with those songs. So we probably could have put on a much better set by the end of the tour, but it's okay. Like I'll never forget it. It was fun, and I just can't wait to go back and like do even better. You know.
Right.
So hopefully, like 2022, they'll have us or something.
Well, let's hope festivals are back soon. And now that you mentioned Are You Bored Yet? This song was like a TikTok monster. So how do you feel about social media? Like, do you actually think it's important for maybe sharing your music? And also, do you actually use it? Like, do you do TikTok dances, low-key?
I mean, we made a Wallows TikTok.
Right, I've checked it.
Right.
Yes.
And it definitely grew like much faster than we thought it would. We were just kind of trying it out. And
We're gonna make one today.
Really?
Be on the lookout. That's a false promise, but
Okay.
we should make one.
You should,
yeah, go on.
Oh yeah, sorry. I mean, I think social media is honestly like great for music and music artists and whatever, because I feel like whenever someone of whatever caliber TikToks a song, indie or not indie or known or well known, whatever, it becomes like a thing. Like it becomes a song that people listen to. And it's kind of a weird thing because they kind of have like this weird power to make something big. It's very strange, but I think it's cool. I think it's like creative people are on it. Cole said, there's the cringy side of it. There's the cringy side of everything. But
that's what I said. Yeah, I mean it's great. I think it's great.
Cool what he says.
Yeah.
What Cole says.
It is just a way to like directly get something like from us to a fan, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
Like it eliminates like
the middleman.
Before like social media, it was like, oh, you'd see an article in the newspaper about Jimi Hendrix and you're like, oh, cool. But there was very few opportunities for Jimi Hendrix to say like this to a person. So I think it's cool, but it is equally as like brain melting sometimes.
Yeah. It probably has its perks and its disadvantages.
Right.
I feel like mystery is also good, and some people do it well.
Yeah.
You don't want to oversaturate yourself because then you're just like you're no more mystery.
Yeah.
Okay. And speaking of your new music, okay, like the last thing you dropped. Well, the music video is really cool. I've checked it. And also, is this song going to be part of a new album? Because you said you've been working on new songs, and well, this song is like all alone by itself, just hanging in there. So.
Okay is a standalone song.
Okay.
There was a moment in time where we didn't know if it'd be a part of like the next, because I feel like when quarantine started, I was of the mindset, at least, I was like, we should just jump right into our second album. Like, we should record it this summer. Okay, should be like the first song. We should do all this stuff, blah, 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 like, whatever. And it's just, that plan has completely changed. Yeah, it just so happens that like, okay, it's single. And it feels like that, because I feel like the next song, the next music that we're putting out is like, it's kind of in the same world as Okay, but not really. But that song really works as a standalone, and we've been working on that song for a long time, so I felt like I could just put it out and give it its moment. Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
but
I like it.
Even though like the next music that we're putting out is like pretty different from that, the video you mentioned, we still have a part 2 to that video coming soon for a different.
I was actually curious about the fries part. Is it like, was it an error? Like you asked for curled fries, but then you got straight fries. Like I was actually checking the comments and everybody was talking about it. I was
I
like,
know
that won't work.
I asked for curly fries and Frosty Queen, the amazing Frosty Queen, Vernon Hills, California. Did not.
Is it Frosty? Yeah.
Frosty Queen did not. They say they have curly fries, but yeah, it's turned into like a funny, like, you know,
Well,
bit among.
that continue. You'll see that sort of the theme of the curly fry.
Will Braden get his fries?
Continues.
Will Braden get his fries? Tune in to the next video.
But
Okay.
so that was also like ad-lib, like the bit of us at the drive-through window. There was no script. It was just like we were just gonna talk over each other, and so
it was all
so
improvised.
Braden came up with the curly fry thing, and they didn't have curly fries. So
Right.
yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you guys. That would be pretty much it with me. I would like you to like maybe invite your Peruvian, well, South American fans to like check your music. Say hi to Latin America and maybe Radio Planeta. That's the radio. We're
Radio
actually-
Planeta.
Yeah, Radio Planeta.
Okay. Hello, it's Wallows here. Hello to our Latin American fans. And you are listening to us and Are You Bored Yet on Radio Planeta. Thank you so much. Yes.
Okay. Thank you guys. It was
Right.
really a pleasure to meet you and hope to see you soon in any festival or anything when it
I
comes
know.
around.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
So good to meet you, though. See
Yeah,
ya.
Okay.
Thank you sometime.
Bye.